What's going on, guys? James here, just getting up and getting moving. So I'm actually running a little bit late, but hey, it's still early. Sun is just now about to come up, so I guess this is what you got to pay for building a business. So I got to get the car loaded up, and I got to get moving. So I'm actually pretty excited today because I'm actually going to a new location. So it's always, kind of a curious situation to try to see where, kind of how things are laid out in a new location you haven't been to, how you're going to set up the room, how you're going to work the room, and really ultimately, how you're going to present your product or service. So I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of people have to understand is that we have to really take into account those little things that make a difference when you're out here trying to build a business and you're ultimately investing your money in the spaces so that way you can get your message out here. So it's always one of those good things, So sun's actually starting to come up. I'm heading out. And the good thing about it, because we had such a tight-knit team, actually one of my business partners, he actually had an issue with his vehicle. So, suspension with the power and stuff blown out. So, I'm actually about to go pick him up right quick, and then we're going to go over to the hotel itself. And then after that, we're going to, get started on the setup and things like that. So, it's a busy day. There's a lot of things going out there. A couple wrenches been thrown in the mix already, but I'm excited. That's one of the things that you have to show up, especially when you're investing your money to build a business. Everything that you invest in, you want to try to see some type of return on it, and that's the cool part about it. So, we'll see what the day have for us.
I'm gonna actually see that okay. Got you. What y'all trying to do?
Mr. Rapper Webb's in the back, setting up for us.
Magic in the air.
I'm gonna give you guys like a super duper pro tip right here. And if you're ever doing a meeting, make sure you have some sounds going. I've been to so many meetings and presentations where people actually have like their cell phones playing or like little Bluetooth speakers. But go get yourself one of these. It's only gonna run you about $150, and it's worth it because to get the sound, is get the ambiance. So always put it in a corner where the sound can bounce off the speaker and then go out to actually project out. So that's a real big deal, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make sure that everything is sounding crispy, everything sound good. As you got your guests in, they feel it. So that's just a pro tip that you guys want to look into. One of these right here, Amazon, like $150, invest in your business.
It don't matter if we whatever.
Yeah, I can do that. I do these things in a row.
Okay.
Talking about daily awesome and all that.
Yeah, actually, I just ordered some of that, man.
So we made it, and we finally got everything set up. And from there, we got about 10 minutes before we're about ready to get things going. So it's gonna be live for what we have, guys. So I'll get with you guys in a few seconds. So what's up, guys? Had to stop because somebody popped up in here with a dope shirt.
That's what's up.
So what that shirt say?
Okay,
What does the shirt say? Okay, read the shirt. No, we live.
We cannot be live right now,
you,
James.
She can't even get my name right.
James, we can't be live right now. Can you cut that? Can you stop and start?
I might snip it later on. It'll be fine. We'll snip it.
Okay.
You have residual bills.
Why don't you have
Residual income. Dope.
You have residual bills. Why don't you have residual income?
Right. So that shirt dope because I love that shirt. Yeah. I wonder who came up with that idea.
I think it was you.
Maybe.
But the concept is really true.
Yeah, explain the concept.
So basically, think about it. You pay a Comcast bill or a cable bill every month. You pay your cell bill. every month. You pay them over and over again for something that they do for you one time.
Right.
So residual means doing something one time and getting paid for that one time over and over and over again.
I like that. That's a dope concept.
That's what's up.
So we teaching that today,
job.
y'all. We teaching that today. We teaching that today. So everybody say thank you to Maria. Say
Maria
thank
Mosley
you.
in the house.
There you go. You know, if you haven't listened, she was actually on one of my podcasts, the Be Great Your Money podcast, talking about women and money. You guys might want to go check that out. And she dope. So I like hanging
That's
out with
what's
her.
up. All right, get your money right.
This is how you know when somebody about their business. They just open up the paper and they just go right to business and finance. They
That's
don't
how
even
you do
care
it.
about everything else. They just go right to business and finance.
That's right.
Petaway for those who don't know me, and we're going to kick off our Saturday morning training session. So in order to get us started, we're going to do a little round of intros so we can tell a little bit about ourselves, how my econ is benefiting us. Testimonies are always good to hear how well the system and strategies are working for you.
2 years early. I've cash flowed a little over $11,000 with the system.
That's y'all some love.
There you go. No, so what up?
Hey, what's happening, JDA?
What's going on? So we just trained. We just went through some information. What you about to do?
I am about to sit here and watch John Pettigrew crush it with this presentation he's about to do for guests. I'm
Okay.
looking forward to it.
So you're excited about it?
I am. I know he's got the new presentation format, and I'm looking forward to seeing the guests get enlightened. I always love to see when the light bulbs go off for new people.
All right, that's dope. That's dope. So what's new on what's next in your agenda? What you got up next month?
What do I have up the next month? Man, I have a lot of things on my plate. Most importantly, really re-engaging with my team. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, but I'm ready to get it back cracking again, get my team back engaged, make sure we get busy building. And I got to get busy with my one prospect a day.
I like it.
I'm on it. One prospect a day, every day. That's my goal for the month of March. 30 prospects. Well, we got 28 days, so 28 prospects.
28 prospects. All right.
Yes, that's my goal for March.
Let's get it done. All right.
I'm with it.
I'll let you have it there.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
So one of the things that I've always found to be like super cool and super awesome is that when you're working with your team and you have them like doing things, touch base with your team, see what's going on, see what they're trying to do, and see what is really what's their financial goals. Because one of the key things in the type of business that I do is the individuals that use the products and services, the individuals that utilize the cash flow strategy. I want to make sure that they always get the focus of being financially successful. And ultimately, that's what it's really kind of the intangibles of in the business that I do. And it's going to sound very sentimental, but it really kind of hits you, at the heart to know people that are actually taking the vision and are actually taking the particular approach behind it is the whole entire thing. What we're always doing it for, and we're out here working, we're out here grinding, we're out here working to build a better life for ourselves. So it's awesome because I get to hear those stories on an everyday basis. I get to help those people, and it makes it more valuable to me, probably more than they even know it. It makes it more valuable to me that they're able to really win financially. So I love that about it. But that's just kind of a pro tip. I love hearing those stories. I love talking to people. I love trying to see what people have going on. And ultimately, man, it always puts me in a great position, a great mind state. And I'm always ready to go out and create more and more. So that's another one in the bag. So we will see what we got. But hey, it's always a good time to make sure that you can talk about finances and what you need to do. So I like it. It's awesome.